haven't really got much more to say. Mom drinking Carlsberg. This is lemonade. Well, I think I'll really hand you over to Tom then, but thanks everyone for coming.
Okay, stopwatch, go ahead. Right, stopwatches. Make sure that's 7.5 minutes. 6:52!
Apparently there's a sweepstake going as to how long the speech is going to last. I have leaked the time, because the band is waiting, it's going to be shorter now, so I'm... But I will still be taking my cut from the winner though. And it's nice to see so many people gathered here today under the same roof, I guess, for the same reason. And what a lovely free meal that was. But obviously, seriously, we're here to celebrate the marriage of Dan and Ness. And it's nice to see everybody's turned up and made such a big effort today. And even Dan had a shave earlier in the week. But I think we've all been outdone by how beautiful Ness looks today. To be honest, nobody's surprised because she always looks nice. But there are a few people I'd like to mention in the crowd. And if anyone's got a camera on them, I'd advise you get a picture of Glyn Elliott in a suit. A rare privileged occasion. And if anyone's got a tie, could they lend it to Emlyn, please? And it'll be the last time Mark leaves a red sock in the wash. Now, when Dan first asked me to be his best man, I was surprised as everybody that he was going to get married in the first place, because it was for a while that we thought he was not the marrying kind. But he's proved us all wrong. And we're all absolutely chuffed to bits with him. And obviously we welcome Ness into our current circle of friends, and Joe. Almost forgetting what I'm supposed to say. But obviously when he first asked me to be his best man, it was a great honour and a privilege. So I took a couple of weeks to think about it and decided to say yes. But I didn't really know what the responsibilities of the best man were, so like any youngster I went away and looked at it at the internet to see if I could find out. After the usual distractions, I managed to find a site that told of all the traditional responsibilities of the best man. The first of which you might be surprised to see was to, in conjunction with the groom, is to mastermind the kidnap and detention of the bride until the wedding day. Now, as far as we all know, Ness has come voluntarily, but if there's anything she's got to say about that, it's probably too late now anyway. The second responsibility is also to make sure that the groom turns up to church on time. It was a bit of a close call, because somebody forgot the rings.
Never.
But it was only, luckily it was only down the end of the road, and it wasn't 3:15 when I realised. But I think Dan has been very nervous because he has been so excited about this day. I know he has been for weeks. And I know he wants to thank all his friends for all the support that they both got over the last couple of weeks in the run-up to this. And a big thanks as well to everyone who's helped to organise it, which is basically most of the people at this table, other than me.
Yeah.
So, I think Dan has been nervous because he spent quite a long time in the bathroom this morning. I'm not 100% sure what he was doing in there, but by the sounds coming through the door, I think he was ripping up an old t-shirt. Stress is a funny thing, Dan, isn't it? Well, the streak. The final responsibility of the best man was to ensure that no fights break out between the groom and the bride's family, especially at the reception. So I think details of the stag do to Amsterdam will stay in fairly tight circles, especially stories involving this Arab sheik and the sausage. But there are photographs available if you ask the right people. Well, I am open to bribery and corruption, and I'm willing to leak details on more domestic issues. So if you watch Dan's face while I mention these. The Czechoslovakia incident. Yeah. Visiting the polo up at Westlake. the Mercedes in the bucket, and the strange rattle up the Hoover pipe. Don't ask. I will be found at the bar, so if you lubricate me enough, I will leak. So, I would like to say that there's a bit more dirt on Dan, but unfortunately, the only dirt on Dan is the dirt on Dan. People have got a lot of different things to say about him. Grumpy, miserable, he's caring as well. Flatulent pops up quite a lot. But I like to describe him as a bit of a walnut whip. I thought this through. He's brown, quite wrinkly, tapered towards the top. Calm down, Nick. But he has got a soft centre and a very sweet nut. So what I'm going to get you all to do, before I hand you over to Joe, but no heckling Joe, for your own good, is just get you all to rise, take your drinks, stamp your feet, a big cheer, make as much noise as you can, in any way you can think possible, and drink a toast to Dan, Ness and Joe, the new family.
Here.